hate saying it, but it kind of makes sense because really, yeah, all they should be doing is if it's something, if somebody is doing something that is putting someone in immediate danger, I mean, if if something violent happened, like stupid motherfuckers started wailing on us while rotator cuff injury and all, I would be wailing on their asses right back. So, but that's my point. It's got to be some kind of act of violence. Yeah, then they're going to they better get off their ass and do something. Or, if one of these assholes rear ends, somebody else, somebody, has a heart attack or a stroke. So it's got to be something that's, life and death for them to take action. I haven't been in that truck in a long time. Because usually it's just, like these things directly across the street from us. It's like, dude, you really shouldn't be looking over your shoulder when you're on a motorcycle. I'm just Judy, I'm tired, too lazy to walk over to City Hall. Because that would have been a good spot, especially that goddamn hypocritical piece of shit church. Oh boy, that would fry their asses. Oh my god, they would be like blowing head gaskets left and right if we stood in front.
I wonder if we'll have another nativity.
Haynes told me a month or so ago, he's like, yeah, I don't think they're going to be doing that again. I'm like, you're damn right they're not going to do that again.
Well, I guess two people can make a difference.
Always.
It's rare, but sometimes.
Think about it, man. Everywhere I go to Kroger's, I go to the gas station. It doesn't matter what businesses I go to. If I have to park my car and go into a place of business to buy something, this sign is going in my windshield, which means customers galore are reading my sign. So,
I mean, as you said, that decision makers can't be like normal people. They don't have to do it.
It's all about that. But you heard the one woman when she walked by, said they're not doing anything to protect, the animals, and she's like, they're not doing anything to protect the people, and it's like, yep, she's right there too. So, there you go. This one's more kid friendly.
Well, I remember when I ran for mayor, you had to get over 100 signatures. I mean, it's not easy.
That's stupid.
So, normal people, they're not going to do that. So you're not going to get more people to become mayor.
I just can't figure out for the life of me how, you got these dumbasses who absolutely have never went to council meetings before, and the motherfuckers are now council members. It's like, you've got that right there under normal conditions, those boys would get on his ass like white on rice. But it's a cruise. That's it. They know it's a cruise. They know the cops ain't gonna do shit. Oh yeah, they're getting away with all the asinine conduct, noise violations.
It's so true. That's right in front of town. They ain't hiding it.
That's their way of telling the cops to fuck off. Good on now. If you're gonna blast music, does it have to be so fast? This is bizarre. I mean, thousands are still free, but I'm really surprised that you know the traffic I thought that it would be.
Well, just be lucky that the Tone Police manager didn't become there.
The what?
The Tone Police manager. Tone Police at the City Hall. City Council meetings.
Then who becomes mayor?
She becomes mayor.
Who?
The lady the Tone Police and polices everybody.
Who is? Oh, that bitch, Mary Hall Rayford. Fucking, you know.
Three names. Somebody called it 3 names Rayford.
I'm only saying this to you, don't you ever repeat it. Aunt Jemima's Miss Manners. Shut up. Don't repeat it. Don't ever repeat it. I'll have to kick your ass.
You have to worry. Nobody talks to me.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, when you're just like hardcore animal rights activists and too many people talking about it. It's weird because then there are those that is like, what the fuck, man? It's like they're social media influencers or something like that, you know? But I've noticed with protests, the protests that have most people show up is the dog. So like Wayne State University with all their, you know, god awful dog experiments that they've been doing for decades, you'll get a lot of people showing up protesting that. But you know, all the other ones, shit, you're lucky if you get 3, 4, 5 people showing up. Here, and as you see, nobody shows up other than you and I. You know, you gotta get the word out. You gotta, you know, get the captive audience where you can, when you can, while you can. I mean, if all else fails, they're seeing this. Not doing right by the animals out here. If they don't, you know, yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be great if they all wrote and they all called? But, you know, if they don't, as long as they read the sign.
I just don't think you can get through the city council because I've used fake names to email them. They don't respond.
They don't give a shit.
That's the thing. They don't give a shit. That's why I talked to telephone.
I promise you this much, they are pissed. Oh boy, are they going to be pissed. Have they all texted each other today about this? That I don't know. But council is coming up Tuesday. Man, are they going to be pissed. And I will take great delight in talking about how thousands lost our sound. To expose their lies, their corruption, their deceit, their honesty, and their abject failure to protect like rabbits. It's like, once they're in their ass, you refuse to eat anything. I mean, it's really not that difficult for them to just, put those life-saving provisions in as amendments, but they want to be, a bunch of fucking assholes. It's like, go ahead, be an asshole. That just makes me think my feeling that much harder. Either, you know what? And I told those assholes, I'm like, three of you are up for re-election this year. This will be your election.
And if I get past the nothing's going to change.
Because the nice thing is, the more I get this message out there, it's going to spread of the voters. And so for the voters who actually think about the animal, you're like, oh yeah, I remember. You wouldn't do anything to protect the rabbits. So fuck you. No, you don't get my vote. And then whoever runs against them, holy shit, man, they ought to run with them like they're on fire and just beat the shit out of them over that and say, you know what, I'm not going to be the candidate that just, pays lip service to protecting animals. I will fight for the animals. I've had people, over the years, they should run for council. It's like, no, I'm a watchdog. Somebody starts giving me a hard time, I would tell them to fuck off in a heartbeat. And I'm not standing for that goddamn silly ass pledge of allegiance bullshit. I had to do that all through K through 12. And it's like, oh fuck you. Don't call this bullshit like, oh well, you're not being patriotic if you don't stand for the pledge of allegiance. I'm making some fucking shit. Injustice for all? Excuse me? The shit that's going on in this country right now? Tell me again about injustice for all? Bullshit. Unless you're some, wrinkled old, white fuck male, it doesn't exist for me. It doesn't exist for my party. It sure as hell doesn't exist for animals. And their asinine Christian prayers at the beginning of every meeting. It's like, what the hell do you have to do with separation of church and state? Well, you know what? The state and federal legislators, they do the same bullshit.
It's all smoke and mirrors. What are you saying? Anybody listening?
I saw something on Facebook that said, I'd rather take a kind atheist over a cruel Christian any old day.
I gotta take an atheist in general. If we had normal voters,
we don't have a normal country.
That's what I'm saying. Everything you're saying predicates on normal people. I don't think people are normal. That doesn't count.
Nobody gives a shit. It's all about them.
All about kissing Trump's ass and being ahead. How about the Homeland Security?
I really, like when I was working learned about all the different John Stuart Mill, that man was quick at this time. It was all about for greater good, very altruistic. Now it's just, how many points?
I don't know.
What?
So
that journalism went to hell in a basket, unfortunately. Journalism.
Should I laugh now? Turtles.
That's perfect! Your t-shirt! Your t-shirt! The back of your t-shirt fits this well! It was a great saying. Be who you are and be it well. It's like, that's really awesome.
He doesn't even know what it says.
Yeah, because you kept going.
I don't have any optimism in this humans anymore. So, I know you said that.
I hate humans.
Yeah.
I don't think there's I don't think there's really any animal rights activists that like people. I mean, all one know is a bunch of spies that are testing human race. Like, there's a small handful that are like, you know what, you're good people, but the majority.
But those are the decision makers.
98% of the human race is just absolute fucking shit. You know, it's like,
But that'd be fine if they weren't all the decision makers. That's the problem. They're all the decision makers. They're the judges, the president, the government. That's the problem.
well,
Because you got to have money to run. Now, why is that legal?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that racist?
What was the name of that movie? Damn it. Chris Rock, he was like a city alderman. And the weird thing is he actually wound up running for mayor and he won. And he was all about the people. And, you know, I mean, he actually would do shit, you know, he like got something akin to like the city bus, you know, like Smart Bus and VDOT and that. He would go and pick, while he's running for president, he's picking the people up in the bus and taking them to work and shit. It's like, yeah! And, you know, he was bitching about that too. He's like, why is it poor people don't get elected to office? It's like, oh, yeah, they're elected not taking care of the animals out here. That's why we're protesting. This one's different from here. We always want to teach kids kindness towards animals because of exactly what is in this poster.
Did something happen here?
They're not doing right by the rabbits. You know, they came up with a new ordinance and they copied and pasted the dog ordinance to use for rabbits. They're entirely different.
That is making sense.
See, that's it. Everyone I've been talking to, they're all saying the same thing as you. That doesn't make any sense, but they didn't care. They knew. The police chief told them before they voted that 3 rabbits froze to death because the negligent owner didn't do anything to refill the water bowl, didn't check on them days afterwards, and they tried to escape and they ended up freezing to death. You would think council and mayor would ask questions and ask questions. Nope, they voted for it. I can give you a flyer. This has more detailed information because pet rabbits belong indoors 24/7. It's the only way we can keep them safe from predators and parasites. There's so many dangers in outside world. They're not like wild rabbits. They're not, you know, they're not capable of protecting themselves. So they tell the people have to email them or to call them. So this is what I said about anything. This is how it's not protecting them from the It also talks about how backyard chicken ordinance, those are pet chickens, and so they prohibit pet chickens so they didn't use that for the rabbits in 2025 in the long leadership. And made it mandatory to sterilize cats, but then eliminating orders, but they didn't put for the rabbits. It begs the question why. Well, number one, and they basically lied. We would not talk about the rabbit ordinance at all because we wanted to avoid controversy. That's why we're out here for the cruise, because you couldn't ask for a better captive audience. Not everybody watches the news, not everybody uses social media. This instant.
Everybody has a car.
Instant. Everybody's stopping. We gotta stop at the light. They're reading my signs. Some people like you are walking by, reading the signs. That would be guys, but you know what's going on. We need to hold them accountable. But if you're gonna stand up for people, we have to stand up for all. And I mean, they know they have the truth that all in, not just one or some. What they're doing is they're conserving rabbits on play. I have rescue rabbits. I've done a lot of volunteering work with rescue rabbits, other farmers, rescue animals, and this is ridiculous what they're doing. They're not listening to logic, to reason, common sense. They're just whatever they want. They're not doing right by people. Because 9 miles away. They no longer have stores at gas station, you know, at 9, just before the 94 freeway is directly across the street from the freeway right now. So many residents that we don't want this. Again, city officials completely ignored them because, again, that's what I'm saying is we have city officials that just don't care. That's why we're out here. No one's going on. So stand up more pressure on the city. So thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It always helps. Not everybody's going to stop and talk. That little kid just got a huge lesson in kindness to the others. They don't learn that before. When you and I protested the council meeting and I was walking home and I walked down the street, I got like maybe a block or two down the street. There was, I don't know, maybe about 6 kids outside playing. And, I mean, they were so cool. The last case is that it's slowly starting black people, have such a bad rap and how they treat animals, but there are those that care just as much as kids that this sign stop me and they're like, oh, what's that say? So I stopped and I'm like, this one little girl, I thought maybe she was old enough to read, but she was so sweet. She said, I can't read. So I read it to her. Oh my God, I just wanted to like hug that little girl. She's like, thank you. She's like, God bless you. That was so sweet. And so the kids, the older ones are like, they don't teach anything like that to us in school. I'd rather learn that in school than what they're teaching us in school. Like, oh man, these kids. I mean, these kids are hungry for the truth. Well, you ain't never gotta ask what you paying for. Stuff down there that we learned when we were growing up. Not okay. Not okay whatsoever. Yeah, God forbid, I'm supposed to be probably like this for all their parents were going on. Like, are you going to teach them birth control then, asshole? You don't need 15, 16-year-old mamas and grandmas that are 30, 31 years old. Like grandmas that are 50. It's not just black, it's just local. No, it's lower socioeconomic period. No, it's all the minorities. We got all the way out of doesn't go, oh, okay, you're right,
If you go to Sweden,
go to Toronto, it's a massive melting pot. You got every race you can go to Toronto. I said every race you could think of. There is nowhere exclusive. There's nowhere exclusive in this world that okay, fine. The only place where there's no crime, Antarctica, because it's nothing but penguins and lumber bears. But there's crimes against the penguins. As much as I love people, they're not always. They're not always good. The skill slaughter. We're still supporting your brother. That's it. You gotta stand up for all the animals.